Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 1, text number 2. Sanjaya uvāca dṛṣṭvā tu pāṇḍavānīkaṁ vyūḍhaṁ duryodhanas tadā ācāryam upasaṅgamya rājā vacanam abravīt. Here Sanjaya is giving answer to Dhṛtarāṣṭra's question that after observing the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Pāṇḍava-anīkam, the soldiers of Pāṇḍavas, after observing that, Duryodhana approached to ācāryam. Here ācāryam upasaṅgamya. Upasaṅgamya means approaching. Here ācāryam means Droṇācārya. So the name Drona has come because his birth was a special. He has taken the birth from the Droṇācārya. That's why he's called as Droṇācārya. And then rājā vacanam abravīt. Here the Duryodhana is called as Rājā by Sanjaya out of joking, because Duryodhana was always taking his decisions based on his mental speculation and selfish desires. That's why he called himself always as a Rājā, not other people. So that was the selfish nature of Duryodhana, and that's why out of joke Sanjaya was telling to Dhṛtarāṣṭra that your small Rājā has approached to the commander-in-chief, because he was a king. If he was a king, why he need to approach to the commander-in-chief for the help and for the seriousness of the situation? Because he was afraid. So this so-called status and position of the king was not at all helpful for Duryodhana to disguise his fear. When he saw the military arrangements of the Pāṇḍavas was so professional, and Droṇācārya was also very, very soft-hearted towards Arjuna, because Arjuna was his best disciple, and in the training and education also Arjuna was his favorite disciple. So he taught everything to Arjuna, and seeing the arrangements done by Arjuna, Duryodhana becomes very fearful. So Dhṛtarāṣṭra was blind, not just by his eyes but by his spiritual vision also. He was blind, and he was very sure about the sons of him were also blind by spiritual vision, and he knew that there will be no understanding between the Pāṇḍavas, who are very pious by birth, and between the Kauravas, his sons, who are impious by nature. So this good and bad cannot goes together, So this is very interesting that Duryodhana was approaching to his commander-in-chief for the help. So Duryodhana was also quite befitting politician. Politicians always try to take a help of others for their selfish desires. So Duryodhana is also mentioned as a very good politician. So in this way we understand that because of the influence of the place of a pilgrimage, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Dhṛtarāṣṭra was fearful that there would be a compromise between two parties or what, because of the influence of the place. So Sanjaya very well understood the intention of asking a question to him by Dhṛtarāṣṭra, and he gave a befitting answer to him that there will be no compromise, because Duryodhana is approaching for the arrangements of the military war towards the commander-in-chief Droṇācārya. So dṛṣṭvā tu pāṇḍava-anīkam. Pāṇḍava-anīkam, soldiers of Pāṇḍavas, the 5 Pāṇḍavas. Dṛṣṭvā, after seeing. Vyūḍhaṁ. Vyūḍhaṁ means the military phalanx. So there is always vyūḍhaṁ. The arrangements of the army always helps person to win the army battlefield. And this Duryodhana was very, very fearful, because he knew that he is bad and Pāṇḍavas are his greatest enemy. So this enemy and friend, good and bad game is always done by Duryodhana, and he is fearful of the place. So that's why he is in the need of a urgent situation, going to the Droṇācārya. And what he says, We'll check it out in the next verse. Hare Krishna.